Hi everyone, Unilo's back with another YouTube video, and today what I'm going to be talking about is SZA's ability to connect with collective consciousness, specifically through the song Drew Barrymore. I'm going to do a whole breakdown with my own little twist of adding my own experience of how I relate to the song, and we're going to dive in. First and foremost, for people who don't know, with like the collective consciousness, I view it as this space somewhere in the ethers of just collective feelings, a collective of experiences, a collective of emotions that we all have our own relationship with. So in like simple terms, it's this bubble that we all, going through our own unique journey, will have like these experiences. Then we'll bump into like people along the way of our journey, and we're able to like share experiences, share emotions, sharing feelings in our own way. But now I'm being able to connect it with other, and being able to use it as a way to connect with other individuals through that shared emotion or experience. Specifically for me, with Drew Barrymore, first and foremost, let's love SZA down. Love SZA down. But not only this is for the people who are always like, SZA is degrading, or like her music is detrimental and blah blah blah, or whatever the case may be, or whatever it is that you're trying to pick up on. No. I feel like it's all about how the viewer, the listener, is viewing the artist and the art. That's how you're gonna be able to connect well with the music. So it'll either be detrimental for some, but it could be extremely healing for others. And it really just depends on, once again, the listener and how they're perceiving the art and the artist, along with the listener's experiences and where they're at currently and presently in their own lives, will also have an effect on how they're even receiving the art at hand, which the art at hand would be SZA's music, specifically in this case. Her Control album was just, I feel like SZA has a way of listing and naming and expressing all of the things that us humans don't like to share. It's these vulnerable aspects of ourselves, and she's expressing them freely. And not only that, I feel like, once again, based on the listener and where they're at presently in their own journey, will determine whether listening to her music is detrimental or it's healing. And for me, her music has always been healing. For instance, in Drew Barrymore, when she's like, we get so lonely, we pretend that this works, I get so lonely, I forget what I'm worth. Wasn't just like, it's not detrimental with me being like, she's highlighting and emphasizing the feeling of loneliness, yes. And it wasn't in a way where I feel like she was soaking and moping and just lingering in that energy, but like, why the hell would I stay in an experience? Why the hell would I stay with someone where we gotta pretend that this works? Why am I even in situations around people and places where I'm forgetting my worth? I'm getting so lonely, I'm forgetting my worth. And the problem, the thing that needs to be healed at hand is the loneliness. Why am I feeling lonely? What is that rooted in? That my loneliness, instead of sitting with it, making peace with it, it'll have me in situations and people, in front of people, doing things with people, doing things, forgetting what I'm worth. But I'm gonna reel it back, and we're gonna start from the beginning. So she starts the song off with, why is it so hard to accept the party is over? And forgive my voice too, I'm like recovering from being sick. So I still have like a little cough, but my voice is trying to get back to normal. And I should probably go take some honey. So I think I'm gonna do that and then come back. Okay, I'm back. So she starts it off with, slow down. Why is it so hard to accept the party is over? Off rip, clear as it. Why is it so hard to accept the party is over? To me, I'm already like, I think it's a human experience that we have such a hard time grasping acceptance. When something, it just simply is. This is what it is. And we'll add, this comes when we add we put our rose colored glasses on. This comes when we start trying to make something seem a lot better than what it is. We're trying to add a little flavor when it's just simply bland. This experience is bland, this person is bland, this job is bland. It can apply to anything. And this is what I was talking about with her music. It is so healing because you can apply it to a job, a person, a place, a specific experience. And why is it so hard to accept the party is over? Why is it so hard to accept the job is over? Why is it so hard to accept that this friendship is over? Why is it so hard to accept that this relationship is over? Why is it so hard to accept that this experience, this era that we're in our lives is over? And for me, what was really relating with it was because me and my friend were going back and forth on this, and we're saying it's so funny how like we're opposites in how we connect with the song, because for her, it was romantic, and for me, it was platonic. Mine was a platonic heartbreak, and I had a hard time accepting that the friendship was over. I couldn't grasp that our friendship was over. I'm talking about friendships with people that I've known for 15 plus years. And SZA puts it so seamlessly into the first like lyric. That first verse into this song literally conceptualized my whole experience, like literally formed it. And I was like, damn, why is it so hard to accept the party is over? That like our friendship is not gonna be what it is. There's no turning in a positive light from here because we're all growing. We're all focused on different things. We're all going clearly down different paths that we conflict with each other. So why is it so hard to accept the party is over? You came with your new friend and her mom jeans and her new Vince and she's perfect and I hate it. Oh, so glad you made it. I'm so glad you could come back. Okay, now what this one was relating to me, my ring got caught. How I was connecting to that part of the song was you came with your new friend and her mom jeans and her new Vince. For me, I'm relating as the therapist friend. We've all been there. Some of us. It's like our roles. I feel like we signed that before we came down here and reincarnated. We signed something in that contract about being like a therapist friend or the therapist person in the family, where people just have like this thing with like people just telling you their deepest darkest secrets, people putting their baggage on you, expecting you to carry it. You get caught up in the role of carrying it. You get caught up in choosing to be that friend or be that person or be shown or expressing yourself in that light. When you have to realize like you have to be that for yourself. So that was a lesson I had learned, was like I have to be that for myself. But relating and connecting it to you came with your new friend and her mom jeans and her new Vince and she's perfect and I hate it. I'm relating with that part with that. I had a hard time in like this platonic breakup with wanting to be with the friends that I had to cut off. I wanted to be also accepted for being my multidimensional selves. I was like, I'm not just this. Invite me out. I want to go out too. I want to feel what it's like to be invited for once. I want to feel what it's like to be chosen. I want to feel what it's like to be thought of, to be considered, because I was constantly considering others. And then I would see my friends with new friends or with other friends that, you know, I'm not connected with, and they're doing things that I'm asking and that they can't do for me. They're doing things that I've been wanting, but for the next person. So that's what you came with your new friend and her mom jeans and her new Vince and she's perfect and I hate it. I'm so glad you made it. I'm so glad you could come back. So it was like a slap in the face. That whole part represents a slap in the face. Like, wow. Oh, you actually can be considerate. Not to me, but you actually have the ability to be considerate for others. I read you wrong. I'm so glad you can come back. So then she goes, somebody get the, I have to sing the song. You came with you. Oh, so glad, man, I'm so glad you could come back. Somebody get the tacos, somebody spark the blunt. Let's start the knockers off of episode 1. Got the gin, got the juice. Bring the sing, got that too. Won't you shut up? No, you're my fate. Okay, that's the part. So she's like, here's the ritual. It's the ceremony of the friendship. It's what keeps us connected. It's what keeps us in these cycles. It's what keeps us with this person. It's what keeps us at the job. It's what keeps us in this environment. Somebody get the tacos. Somebody spark the blunt. Start the narcos off at episode 1. And then gin got the juice. Bring the gin, got the juice. Bring the sing. I got that too. Won't you shut up? Now, there's 2 different parts. From that part, and then won't you shut up, you know you're my favorite. Because won't you shut up, you know you're my favorite is a way that people please things will pacify you. Think of how our parents, for instance, I can say my parent, my mother specifically, would always react chaotically and negatively, where it was traumatizing in the way that she would react to certain things. And it would affect me. Let's say it affects me in a way that I'm crying or I'm isolating or whatever the case may be. And then she comes out of nowhere. She's like, "Won't you shut up? You know my favorite." She comes out of nowhere. She now is like, "What do you want to eat?" Instead of saying sorry, she's like, "What do you want to eat?" Or she now comes with the McDonald's that I've been wanting. Or she comes with a gift, bearing a gift. Clearly feeling bad for her actions, but not knowing how to be accountable. It's like, "Shut up. You know you're my favorite. Like, shut up. Let me say something that you would want me to say or you love when I say it. Let me pacify you. Let me put the pacifier in your mouth. Let me soothe you so you can disregard all the toxic shit." Now, before that, somebody get the tacos, somebody spark the blunt, something like that. All of that, that's a ceremony. That's a ritual that keeps us together. We're sparking the blunt, we got the tacos, we got the gin, got the juice. We bring in the sin, we got that too. This is what keeps us together. This is what we've always been doing. You can't leave. You can't not participate. This is our thing. So this is where we can get caught up in old cycles. And I think this is the beauty in Drew Barrymore. It's also showing us how, like, we will stay in certain situations past their expiration date. This goes in my last video that's titled "Don't Stay There Too Long." You have so much to explore. How, like, we will stay with people doing things in environments, at a job, in places past its expiration date. It's a part of that ritual, the ritual of familiarity. That's what it is. The ritual of familiarity, of what's familiar. So we're doing all these things that's familiar. It's like, come on, you can't. Come on, shut up. You know you're my favorite. Come on, this is our thing. This is what we do. I'm trying to remind you of who you once was. Confusing that with who you are now so that you stay. Okay? So now she dives in, and I may not even be following along with the song, but the next part that I'm gonna bring up is I get so lonely, we get so lonely, we pretend that this works. I get so lonely, I forget what I'm worth. I'm so ashamed of myself, think I need therapy. So that is self-explanatory. That was like what have I been doing my whole life? We get so lonely that we participate in the ritual of familiarity. Bring the gin, got the juice. We bring this in. We got that too. You know, the tacos are blunt. Starting on all off at episode 1. This ritual of familiarity. We get so lonely that now we're pretending that this works. So for me, it was that the friendship is like, damn, I'm so lonely that, like, I'm engaging with you. And I'm engaging with you. We're continuing, like, this is satisfying. We're pretending that now, like, we're enjoying being in each other's presence and connecting, because there's an elephant in the room that we're not addressing. And we're trying to sweep it under the rug and act like it's not there. We're trying to pretend that this is working when it clearly isn't. We can feel it. Damn. We go so lonely, we pretend that this works. And once again, how I'm relating and connecting it to a job, it can relate and connect to a person. Hold on. How I'm relating it to a platonic breakup ending, it can be related to a job, a romantical connection. I don't know why I was like romantic, but a romantic connection, a job, a place. It can even be an environment. Like, I'm getting so lonely, I'm pretending that being here is working. And you can, once again, it's all about the listener and how you are perceiving the art. Because you can substitute loneliness with a different feeling, or maybe loneliness to you just hits on a different type of level for the next person. I get so lonely, I forget what I'm worth. Now I'm staying around people, I'm in places, I'm doing things that devalue who I am for the sake, and not even for the sake, due to being lonely, feeling lonely. I'm so lonely, I'm forgetting what I'm worth. I mean, interacting, playing with you, pretending with you. And clearly this isn't working. Clearly I'm not satisfied. Clearly I'm not pleasing. Clearly this isn't enjoyable. And why I keep subjecting myself to it. And that was like a big wake-up call for me. Those two lines alone was like, boom. Bitch, I don't never want to be in a situation with someone doing something where I have to pretend, period. Or where I'll ever forget what I'm worth. Absolutely not. Not happening. Don't want to do it. And here was like the big shocker for me when it came to this song, was the whole warm enough. It wasn't until I was driving, because I always thought she was saying, and it wasn't until I had this conversation with my friend where she was like, she could be saying that too. And I think it has to do with the listener. And Sister does this thing with like, the way that she's enunciating her words plays with the listener to almost receive it in their own way. Because some people have been, and the lyrics say warm enough, but I've been saying woman enough. And it wasn't until I was in the car singing it with a friend and I heard them say warm enough, and I was like, wait, is she saying warm enough or woman enough? And my friend was like, she's been, as far as I know, it is warm enough. I'm like, this whole time I'm saying woman enough, like, am I warm enough for you inside? Am I woman enough? And to me, that was just like, am I enough? Am I enough for you? But clearly, if all this is going on, the ritual familiarity, having a hard time accepting the party's over, getting so lonely I'm forgetting what I'm worth, and we're pretending that this works, clearly, we're not enough. I'm not enough for you, I'm not enough for this, you're not enough for me. Simply, you conceptualize the whole thing of just highlighting like self-worth and self-esteem and also having a way of like validating myself in a sense with all of these experiences, and knowing that I deserve better and that I'm willing and I will and I'm choosing to choose better. Simply. And I think that's the beauty, because it's not only just that song, but SZA has a very unique way of connecting with the collective consciousness. Being able to, with her music, have people connect to these experiences or even these emotions in our own unique ways. while we're all on our own individual journeys and paths, just doing what we know best. She just has a way of putting her music in and making sense of it all. And like I was saying, a lot of people will be like, this is detrimental and this is for people with low self-esteem, but her music is so transformative. I feel like it has this ability of like transmuting. I was in such a low and heavy place at the time where I probably first came across you, Barrymore. Because like this song is reminding me of my present moment, and I'm trying to get out of these situations that I am in my present reality, to like getting out of them and listening to the song now and being like, wow, I'll never be in a situation where I forget what I'm worth. I'll never be in a situation where we'll pretend that it works, and I won't get caught up in that ritual of familiarity. And now I don't have a hard time accepting that the party's over. I'm allowing things to show up as it is, so I can accept it as it is. And not put the rose-colored glasses on it, and not make it look better, feel better than what it actually is. Because it wasn't only just simply about accepting that the party is over. That goes into the whole journey of acceptance of oneself, wanting to be accepted so much, but realizing the ways that you don't even accept yourself as you are. And now that's a different topic for another video. But yeah. Uni love. I hope y'all enjoyed this video.